that kind of pressure-filled tennis and you take it to a guy, well, if you do it well, you're going to win. But the problem is to continue to do it well. And McEnroe just has made so few mistakes. Lendl has said about McEnroe, and this is a direct quote, he says, I have a lot of talent. Don't get me wrong, but there are people who have more than I do. McEnroe's one.
John's mentioned that to various people himself once or twice. That's been his contention all along, is that the worker, Lendl, is beating the talent, McEnroe.
Yeah, but it happens a lot because the workers...
Of course it does.
The workers work hard and the talented ones forget that they've got to work because it comes so naturally and easily. And that's been McEnroe's problem. He's never worked as hard as he should off the court. Chesnikov are going at it. In the second set, Chesnikov has taken a lead. Remember, that's 4 games in a row now for Chesnikov because Cash broke Chesnikov in the first game of the second set. Cash won the first 6-2, as you see. That was break point for Lendl. This is another.
And again, John, just exactly where he needs to be in this match. Climbed all over the weak Lendl backhand. This is just incredible tension, isn't it? I mean, every single point is played separately, importantly.
Mary, the interesting thing to me is that Lendl is going to discover, if he hasn't yet, that that slice backhand is not going to work. It worked all of last year in the French Championships, but not against McEnroe. Mac will jump all over that.
Great shot!
John missed so many of those forehands in his first match against Alexander Volkov of Russia, and that was by far the worst match he played. He had all kinds of forehand errors. He has since cleaned that up quite a bit. He was a little too open stance, taking it late. He was slapping at it as he just slapped at that one.
Third break point of the game.
He comes right back into Lendl's face.
And you see, he hit that serve so hard, and the return was played from 3 or 4 feet behind the baseline, but John still had time, and this is so important, to get to where he was about 8 to 10 feet from the net to make the volley. He's moving well, too.
Tremendous pass by Lendl. Again, sending the message across that, boy, if you don't hit that volley well enough, I'll hit the pass.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, that volley of John's was good enough. That was a terrific passing shot. Fourth break point for Lendl.
Tremendous return. I think Lendl got a bad bounce and made terrific use of it. Looked like it skidded a bit off the line. Fifth break point of this game. Look at that. He got the turnaround break.
Yeah, but he had to play awfully well to get it, because there was nothing wrong with the exception of one errant forehand from McEnroe in the way that he played that game. Lendl had to come up with some terrific stuff, and he did.
McEnroe, you can see, even though his serve is at 55, which isn't high enough, he's winning almost 80% of those. That's why he's ahead. He won that first set.
When Lendl gets his first serve in, which again has not been often enough, I'm sure, to his liking, he wins 90% of them. But it's a 50-50 call if he doesn't. He's rushing those passing shots, Lendl. That's what McEnroe will do to you.
He's being rushed, yes. Yeah. And John is a step and a half quicker than he's been for the last couple of years. John thought that wide, or hoped it wide. That call is sticking. A mishit pass. Lendl readjusting his strings after that one.
Hands. Top.
How long you been looking?
Every point.
You started there?
Every point.
$30 off.
Coming up with it. John hasn't released any of the pressure, but Lendl is up to the task in the third game of the second set. Game point. French Open Tennis Championships, men's singles, best of 5. McEnroe won the first, 2-1, Lendl second set.